cake. I'll bet an even baker's dozen that every bee that's buzzing tells its pretty flower you're his long-lost cousin. When you promise me kisses, the filling in my sweet tooth aches, because your lips are more enticing than grandma's chocolate icing. Yum, yum, yum.
Nothing is impossible. Mercury, for example, seems impossible. Yet mercury exists, a metal that is liquid at room temperature, but becomes a superconductor at temperatures approaching absolute zero.
Putting a man on the moon seems impossible. Yet, it even seems more impossible that it didn't happen, that the photographs that show it happening are a fraud.
God seems impossible. That a being could know everything and could create the universe stretches the imagination far beyond the conceivable. Yet it also seems inconceivable that a universe could be created without a guiding intelligence.
Nature itself seems impossible. It seems to defy the second law of thermodynamics, which states that things fall apart, that systems move toward a state of increasing disorganization and randomness. Yet nature is alive, and evolution drives it towards systems of increasing complexity. Its creatures adapt, its children breed, learn to improvise, and even come to reflect upon the nature of nature itself.
The Jews seem impossible. They survived the slavery of Egypt, the Babylonian Empire, the Roman Empire, the Spanish Inquisition, and Hitler's final solution. Yet Israel today is a state, and Jerusalem, at least say some, is its capital.
Everything except nothing is possible. The single bullet theory as an explanation for John F. Kennedy's assassination is possible. That the universe began as a single point, a singularity, is possible too. It is also possible that we cannot go faster than the speed of light. And it is even possible that the force of gravity is so strong about a black hole that the black hole devours everything in its proximity, even light. It is possible to keep your house clean. It is possible to lose weight. It is even possible to surf the web and not see the cleavage of Kim Kardashian.
Only nothing is impossible. Nature abhors a vacuum. Nothing, and only nothing, is the one thing that cannot exist.
Pull it, tie it, swing it, hit it. 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 Pull it, tie it. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-doo-da. Whoa, Calliope Jane, put on your bonnet and bloop again. For when you go boop, boop, I'm happy the livelong day. You're the talk of the town, Calliope Jane. Put on your bonnet and bloop again. For when you go bloop, 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 bloop all my cares away. Last week a bloke in the derby named Geiger said he could tame a cat. Just then I played Hold That Tiger. The tiger now holds the guy's hat. So Calliope Jane, put on your bonnet and bloop again. For when you go bloop, 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 bloop all my cares away, away. Bloop, 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 oh, 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 Calliope Jane, Calliope Jane, put on your bonnet and bloop again. Happy the livelong day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calliope Jane, Calliope Jane, put on your bonnet and bloop again. all my cares away.
As we go blocking a Daphne, Geiger said he could tame a cat will. Just then I played hold the tiger well, the tiger holds the hat.
Put on your old sunbonnet while we swing this sonnet. When you blew, you blew my cares all away.
Heads above water. The sun is setting, my child, and all of nature is paused to watch. The temple on the shore is all that remains of the former town, which was flooded to create the lake behind the hydroelectric dam. Friends and loved ones are never for forever. You can never step into the same ocean twice. Gone are the days when we lived off the land. The world is now a place of commerce and industry. It is man who made the laws. It is laws that make the hydroelectric dams. So watch the sunset, my child, and remember who you are.
Here it is, honey. Isn't it cute?
Yes, this was my father's store.
Oh, honey, I didn't know that. Here, take it. I don't want it.
Oh, no, I couldn't accept, senor, until the bells ring.
Oh, I see. Well, until then, help me run it, will you?
I am very unimportant, senor.
Oh, but you're important to me. And by the way, you're not serious with His Excellency there, are you?
You mean extravagant?
I don't know whether he's an exit or an entrance. Are you serious?
I will tell you later, senor.
Yeah, but until then, I have something to tell you. You know, when I'm near you, I'm inspired to sing, though I never have been hired to sing. My voice, as you will find, could not be called sonorous, but if you wouldn't mind, I'll go into the chorus, 'cause you're sweeter than molasses.
I wonder what that means.
My heart is yours, I offer you
A can of beans.
just say you'll be my cookie,
Oh, that's just what I would wish.
'cause your rosy lips remind me of
A pound of fish.
I wish you'd eat more spinach,
Why?
so you'd be strong for me.
And I'd like to be your grapefruit, so you could squeeze me constantly. Oh, we'd be a pair of peaches,
And you could be the boss.
and then I'd be faithful evermore.
Some applesauce.
You'd sweeten up my coffee.
I'm always glad to please.
Why, you seem to have the fragrance of
Limburger cheese.
I'd earn your bread and butter.
We'd never have a jam.
You know, your hand is just exactly like a leg of lamb. Suppose your pa should turn up and say we can't elope.
Oh, he wouldn't mind at all. Why, he'd let us. And while there's live boys, we can hope.
Say our love would be well seasoned,
And never fret or stew.
'cause I'd bring you candy every day and nuts to you. Oh, here, honey, take it.
Oh, I will go and tell Father the good news.
Oh, that's great. Goodbye, dear.
On April 7th, 2017, the United States launched 60 Tomahawk cruise missiles at a Syrian airbase in retaliation for the Syrian government's use of chemical weapons against civilians. Involved in the Syrian civil war were the United States and Russia, ISIS, Iran, Turkey, Lebanon, Iraq, and Kurdistan. Who was on whose side is almost impossible to explain. April 9th of 2017 saw the Christian world celebrate Palm Sunday, which commemorates Jesus Christ's triumphant arrival in Jerusalem, just a few days before he was to be crucified. The religious holiday is celebrated by the Roman Catholic Church, the Eastern Orthodox Church, and by Protestant churches. Even the Coptic churches of Egypt celebrate Palm Sunday. On this particular day, in Tanta and Alexandria, Egypt, 2 Coptic Christian churches were bombed. At least 45 people were killed. The Coptic branch of Christianity is older than Roman Catholicism. It's really hard to explain why this attack took place. Sometimes the things that people do to people are almost impossible to explain.
About.
Well, they've got to eat them.
I gotta cook them. In the Navy, they get steak, caviar, and whipped cream cake. They have fancy cooks who know what cooking means. In the Army, we get mess, and it really is a mess. Oh, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans.
Beans, 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 beans.
Send a salami to your boy in the Army. Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans.
Beans, 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 beans.
Nothing but beans.
Mathematics may never be able to describe, with exact precision, the exact location of each strand of spaghetti in a bowl of spaghetti. Yet even now, in the primitive state of our understanding of the universe, it is possible for scientists to pick a random bowl of spaghetti, analyze the distribution of its contents mathematically, then throw the bowl's contents into the air and be able to predict with surprising accuracy the distribution of the strands of spaghetti when they land. As mathematical models improve, and physicists come to develop a unified theory of the forces of nature, spaghetti will become even better understood. However, if the day ever arrives when spaghetti, in all its formlessness, is able to be described with precise and comprehensive accuracy, spaghetti will be no less delicious, and it will be just as fun as it ever was to twirl it around the tines of your fork.
Navy service is ideal. Printed menus every meal. And they decorate your plate with parsley greens. In the Army we get chow that you wouldn't feed a chow. Oh, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans.
Beautiful beans, gorgeous beans, succulent beans.
And the bologna, crisp and skinny and bony. Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the
beans, 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 beans. Nothing but beans.
Loving those beans, hugging those beans, know what it means, Mommy, I love ya. nothing but beans. Oh, I was born at the age of 3, as smart as I could be. Sure, it takes a great mentality to dish out all the beans. Oh, it seems bell-bottom pants are conducive to romance. They are wined and dined and loved by movie queens. But you wear a khaki frame and you get a wacky dame. Oh, the Navy gets the Army gets I hit the jackpot, but it's always a crackpot.
Yes, the Navy gets the gravy, but the Army gets the beans.
Did you know that the Navy gets all of the gravy? Did you know that the Army gets all of the beans? Oh, a soldier's a coward if he doesn't lick the platter clean. Oh, a soldier's a coward if he leaves a solitary bean. Oh, it isn't the fighting that will make a soldier cross and mean. It is only the beans. You can grab a Marine and you show him a bean. He says, what does it mean that I never have seen? So you grab a civilian and 1 in a million can identify. So I say to you, why do we gotta have beans? Multiple beans, product and beans, succulent beans, nothing but beans. Beans!
Let's get out of here. This is ours.
On May 4th, a little girl in Belarus smiled. A little girl in Uganda smiled on that very same day. 2 little boys in Guinea-Bissau laughed and played in the water. A little girl's magical eyes smiled in Nepal. Magical eyes were also to be found in Uganda. A parade participant in Portugal smiled and waved. The Prince of Wales smiled too. An old man in China grinned widely and showed his missing teeth. An old woman in Vietnam was beautiful and wrinkled. An old woman in Nepal was beautiful too. A multicolored man in Spain took a selfie at the Holi Festival. A Turkish man smiled in his Harley-Davidson shirt. An Indian boy smiled in his mice cereal shirt. A Guinea-Bissau girl smiled in her tie-dyed t-shirt. There were smiles everywhere in the month of May 2017, even from an old woman in Darjeeling, India. People smile, but not so much their dogs. Dogs wag their tails when excited to see people, but people smile. The faces of people are much more expressive than are the faces of animals. Compared to people, animals have poker faces. Smiles help to sell bread in Uzbekistan. A smile says that you are welcome in Nepal. The absence of a smile says that you are not so welcome in Cuba. In the USA, the daughter of a millionaire sat on the counter in her sorority house and grated a carrot. Another daughter of a millionaire looked at her cell phone at the picture she had taken of her friend's bicycle crash. At the beginning of 2017, there were 10.8 million millionaires in the U.S., and even more daughters of them. The daughters of these millionaires eat food in much the same way that regular people do. Somewhere in the United States, you might also see a fashion model sitting on a floor with a saxophone. But you don't have to be rich to have a nice smile. You can find lovely smiles on the faces of little girls in Belarus. A Big Brother's piggyback ride is a good reason to smile in Cuba. You don't have to dress like a Westerner to have a nice smile. Smiles transcend race and custom, and they also go well with costumes. If you try to coax 2 shy little girls in Uganda to smile, you might be richly rewarded. Smiles sell Heineken beer in Quito, Ecuador. Smiles say that the world is good in West Bengal, India. Smiles say that we are happy to see you in Naja, Uganda. Smiles say, I think that you are funny in Nepal. Smiles and laughter can be found all over the world. They can be found on the faces of movie stars. They can be found on the faces of toddlers. And they go really well with flowers. And they can even be found in places like Texas, in the good old USA.
Say, I was practicing last night on Lena out in the garage, and I think I got that down fine now. Would you mind listening to it?
Oh, I'd love to.
You like that?
I think it's sweet.
Yeah, I think it's much better than what Jessie. Isn't it funny? My wife doesn't think it's music. Yes, she just has no ear for it. Here's the other one. This is the second motive. It's more difficult that way when you have to move your hands around that way. How do you do, sir?
Each night we go to sleep, and we quietly dream an insane world, where our thoughts are magic and beyond the control of reason. Loved ones turn into monsters. The dead walk among the living. Our passions wreak havoc on a landscape where inanimate objects are half alive and the living are half dead. Then we awaken, stretch our limbs, yawn, and resume our lives.
I dreamed that I was a pickle. My friend Sandra kept calling me a breast. I became so angry with her that I tried to strangle her with an umbilical cord.
Where does the magical thinking go? Need we sleep for it to return? The answer is that dreams are the process by which we consolidate the perception of an integrated self. In our dreams, the sins and passions of our youth, even of our infancy, are visited upon our old age, and that which happened to us today is made a part of the mythological construct which we began to build when we were yet babes in our cribs. I dreamed that my father's head was missing, and I was a secret agent sent to find it. Everywhere I went, I was rained upon, until I found myself waist-high in water, and the land became an ocean.
Take charge of your dreams. Take charge of the mythological construct that is you. Dream lucidly. Be conscious amid the clamor of emotions and the stream of perceptions that are your dreams. Take charge of the construction of your own reality.
I dreamed that I was flying. I became aware that I was dreaming, and I began to get scared. Oh no, I thought, I might fall. At that instant, I woke up, and I found that I was driving through an indoor parking lot. This can't be real, I thought. I must be dreaming. I found myself playing saxophone on a stage. This is dangerous, I thought. This means that I'm a sleepwalker. I could be dreaming and wake up anywhere. Maybe I'm dreaming now.
Sister Hattie, will you please sing for us?
Please do.
Child, I'm just in the mood for anything.
What'll it be?
Just what you've been thinking about Flipper upstairs.
What's that?
I'll get even with you.
You heard me thinking.
I'll get even with you if it's the last thing that I do. You've got to learn your lesson and know how it feels to hide a broken heart. I'll get even with you. You'll see before I'm through. You'll come to sympathy, but I'll treat you as you treated me. You say you don't like publicity, but you have gone too far. It's time that folks were knowing you for what you are. So instead of being blue, I'll sit the whole night through thinking of things to say and do to hurt you too. So I'll get even with you.
Everybody wants to win a contest, even if it is just a pie-eating contest, or a race to have your pig beat out some other people's pigs. The snack stand manager wants to sell more deep-fried Twinkies. The car collector wants his Ford F-100 to be the best in the show. The police want to stand off the protesters. The zombie wants to eat a human brain. Immigrants want to become U.S. citizens. Protesters want political action. Cavemen want to kill mastodons. The white team wants to beat the red team. The journalist wants the interview.
So why are the zombies dancing? What is there to dance about? And why is the boys' choir singing? Why are the immigrants dreaming? Why is the little girl sad? Is it really possible to get paid for doing something you love? Why is the audience clapping? Why is the trumpet sounding? And why does anybody care what a Nittany Lion mascot has to say?
The textile worker wants to meet his quota. The soldiers want to march in time. The standoff continues. The game action goes on. And so does the dance. And so does the music. A fresh reminder of continuity with the past.
Why are the children smiling? Why does that little boy have jaundiced eyes?
The Israeli soldiers carry guns for the Palm Sunday Christian March. These people seem to be protesting something. Or maybe this is a celebration. And this might be a celebration as well. Here are some zombies celebrating love and matrimony. Here are 2 military policemen who are happy to see peace. Achievement is worth celebrating. Beauty is worth celebrating as well.
Who in their right mind wouldn't want to eat a half-pound classic burger? And if you were a zombie, wouldn't you want to eat a human brain?
This painted woman wants to take a shower when she gets home. This painted man wants more paint on everybody else. These painted people want to dance. The rodeo clown wants to teach the little child how to distract a raging bull.
The Hollywood sign signals your arrival. The Daffy Duck stamps remind you of where you have been. Everybody wants peace and understanding, but some people are more discriminating than others when it comes to free hugs.